Welcome back to Views with Hughes, your agenda for news. This is Jerome Hughes, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So I got some more bad news for Bud Light. You see here that the company's lost over $390 million. Okay, so the troubles all stem from we all know what. So Anheuser-Busch's financial woes deepen even further, suffering a staggering loss of $390 million in U.S. sales. And remember, this is talking about U.S. sales only. We're not sure about in other nations, okay? Following its collaboration with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Now, the conglomerate attributes this decline in revenue during the second quarter to a notable decrease in the consumption of Bud Light, which is a primary product of Anheuser-Busch InBev. Now, the data going from April to June reveals that the it had a drop of 10.5% in the total U.S. revenue compared to the same year, in that same period of the year earlier, which is last year. Now, the company, recognized as the world's largest, admitted on Thursday that its sales to U.S. retailers plummeted by a substantial 14%. It also acknowledged a significant underperformance in comparison to industry standards, squarely related to the association of Mulvaney and the downturn from that. Now, 2022 second quarter, Anheuser-Busch achieved retail beer sales worth $2.73 billion. However, now right about this time this year, they actually experienced a slump of $2.35 billion, where it's on a year-on-year decrease of $390 million. Now, this company used to be the cornerstone of Anheuser-Busch's success, where it witnessed a notable erosion in its popularity subsequent to its collaboration with the 26-year-old influencer. Now, the brewer also bestowed Mulvaney with a personal promotional can, and while intended to celebrate Mulvaney's one-year transition from male to female, that triggered a cascade of negative reactions from consumers. Now, in an official statement, the brewing company attributed its dwindling sales to the backlash it faced from its partnership with Mulvaney, and specifically the issuance of the one-of-a-kind can. Okay. Now, that was a bad move on Bud Light, to be honest. You know, a bad move on them to go ahead and make that decision to go ahead and get into any sort of political issues that's on one side, rather than being apolitical and not affiliate themselves with any political issues. Okay. Now, they stated that this is an artistic gesture intended to commemorate the personal journey of Dylan Mulvaney, where ignited an outrage among drinkers by imposing political ideals on both them and their favorite brand. Okay. Now, the controversy also underscores the ongoing and contentious debate surrounding the different transgender rights in the United States. Now, the division over whether transgender women should have access to certain female-only spaces and compete in women's sports has taken center stage in recent years. Mulvaney, while mostly avoiding these debates, has been at the epicenter of this broader ideological struggle due to choosing to affiliate with Bud Light, allowing critics of progressive ideologies tangible targets to express their dissent. However, and consequently, Bud Light's market standing has been usurped by Modelo Especial, as we know, and then it was also under the Anheuser-Busch umbrella, resulting in the market loss value for Bud Light. Modelo's success is further magnified by its exclusion from Anheuser-Busch's U.S. sales count due to the 2013 antitrust settlement, further emphasizing the extent of Bud Light's decline. Okay. Now, adding to the crazy and high-minding challenges, Anheuser-Busch has taken the step of placing two high-ranking executives on leave, which we later learned to be that they were fired, which includes Alyssa Hadashid. Following the negative fallout from Mulvaney collaboration, despite rumors of their termination, the company denies these claims to avoid lawsuits, and both executives remain on leave. Now, this situation underscores the wider repercussions of the brand's partnership with Mulvaney. All right. The company responded by emphasizing its commitment to LGBTQ partnerships and initiatives. As the company navigates this challenging period, it remains committed to its core mission, crafting exceptional beer and fostering a meaningful presence in the lives of its consumers. Okay, so right now, those two who they say were placed on leave, it's not only their fault. They're not the only ones at fault. They just put it out there. It's also the fault of the CEO because of the simple fact that he's not looking to go ahead and issue an apology after he issued that particular statement that he put out there for the company, for the public to actually read and hear. But other than that, the consumers have already spoken. They lost consumers on both sides of the aisle, both the left and the right. First, they lost them on the right, and then they lost those who are on the left because of the simple fact that they didn't come to Dylan Mulvaney's defense. Okay, but this is what happens when you start getting political. If you just simply sell the brands, sell the products, remain apolitical, not choose a side where one side would be favored over the other, where both sides would feel that their rights are being taken away and everything, then I wouldn't say rights taken away, but showing that they don't matter. If you show that the consumers don't matter, then we on either side, then guess what? You're gonna lose them. Okay, you're simply gonna lose them. Like, it's plain and simple, because of the simple fact that you shouldn't be trying to go for any causes or anything, at least any cause that's not politically related and stuff, and then try to go ahead and do a summer-wide ad campaign to go ahead and try to win back the consumers from the Southern Bible Belt. In other words, those who are either in the rural areas in the South, even those in this Midwest. Now remember, this is also the same company that just not only lowered their prices, that's more cheaper than water, but also they practically started giving them away. And like hundreds of people lost their jobs throughout the U.S. at bottle making companies, where all because of the backlash and the mishandling of the situation itself. Now, I stated before that I don't think that this company is going to recover, and pretty soon we've also seen the layoffs of different executives, and we're going to see layoffs of more people who were in non-executive positions. Okay, so let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Let me know what went wrong in the video. Be sure to also include any other details that were not mentioned in the video that's surrounding the topic. And if you enjoyed that shit in the video, go ahead and smash the like button, share far wide across social media. If you enjoyed all the content I put out there and you haven't done this already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.